toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will have the first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grab near the marker. It's Myers. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bearcats! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown in the opening drive of the game.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Now this offense is back on the field. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Dotson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the draw. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Anderson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Sorsby. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Now improvising. Going to try to get it. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink, and it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The handoff to Johnson.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Finds his big tight end. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. It'll be a draw. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but it'll be stopped inches short.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a two-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Looking for space, it's Patterson. Shakes off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
From the shotgun, the inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. Floating away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give is to Williams. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Perry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So 1st play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Single back formation, and they give it to it. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. As As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit, too, because...
There he goes! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Kruger. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Pickett. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's McFarland. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
The short hands, it's Covey.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at the matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Bearcats have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And it'll be down right there.
And we don't always talk about the third part of the football game, but offense, defense, special teams, this is a huge shot in the arm. Their offense has struggled all game long. You force the fumble, give them good field position. Maybe this is the spark they need.
Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Finds a crease at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. The Hawkeyes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's reverse. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.